The Vanishing Fleet. Captain Jess Bennett jolted awake as the urgent summons from the Galactic Council interrupted his sleep. The message was short but alarming. 50 Recon ships had vanished while investigating the silent Zova sector. Dressed in his uniform, Jess's mind raced through potential crises as the ISS Dauntless accelerated through hyperspace. Relations with the Galactic Council had been tense since the end of the Human-K War, a conflict that had ended with an unexpected human victory. The Council's call for help signaled something dire. The Dauntless arrived at the Council's headquarters on Cell Prime, where Jess and his senior officers were ushered into a high-security chamber. The Council, led by the intense K named Varys, looked grave. Varys explained that the missing fleet's last known transmission was from the sector's capital before all contact was lost. This unprecedented loss posed a threat to galactic stability. The Council's request for human assistance was a desperate measure. Jesse, though alarmed, kept his composure. He assured the Council of Earth's full support and prepared the Dauntless for immediate departure. The ship received coordinates for the last known location of the lost fleet. As the Dauntless prepared to jump to light speed, Jesse felt a growing unease. If this mission failed, the galaxy itself might be at risk. The shadow of Oasis. The Dauntless emerged from hyperspace near Oasis Station, an independent trading post on the edge of the Zova sector. The station was a hub for freighters and spacers, making it a valuable source of local information. Jess and his first officer, Rick Davis, boarded a shuttle to investigate. Oasis was a labyrinth of dimly lit corridors and dubious establishments, but they headed straight to a bar known for its shady clientele. Inside, the air was thick with smoke and alien chatter. The bartender, Max, a grizzled former soldier, recognized Jesse immediately. When asked about the Zova sector, Max's demeanor shifted to one of caution. He shared unsettling rumors. Ships vanishing without a trace, garbled distress signals, and sightings of bizarre, organic-looking vessels. The mention of such strange occurrences made Jess's skin crawl. Back on the Dauntless, Jesse ordered an immediate departure for the Zova sector. The crew, sensing the urgency, carried out their tasks with tense efficiency. As the ship approached the sector, a faint energy signature appeared on the sensors. The crew readied for battle stations. Suddenly, a massive shock wave hit the ship, causing chaos and fear among the crew. Jess's command to stabilize the situation was urgent as the ship suffered damage from what appeared to be psychic energy. The descent into chaos. As the Dauntless struggled to regain control, the crew battled the lingering effects of the psychic shock wave. The ship's sensors detected a debris field near Zar's moon, suggesting a catastrophic event. Jesse ordered a closer inspection. The view screen displayed the wreckage of numerous ships, including K warships, showing signs of severe damage. Before they could fully analyze the situation, the ship was caught in a gravitational anomaly, pulling it toward Zar's atmosphere. The Dauntless crashed into the surface, plowing through the remnants of an abandoned city. The crew emerged to find a city overgrown with strange, pulsing vegetation and a foreboding silence. Jesse led a squad of Marines into the eerie cityscape. They encountered grotesque, insectoid creatures that seemed to have emerged from a nightmare. The squad fought desperately to fend off the monstrous attackers, but the creatures proved formidable. Jesse realized that the horrors facing them were likely linked to the fate of the missing fleet. The secrets of Zar. In the aftermath of the battle, Jess and his team pressed forward through the twisted streets of Zar's capital city. The landscape was a nightmarish fusion of organic and mechanical decay. The air was thick with the stench of decay and acrid chemicals. The squad's progress was hampered by aggressive, thorny vines that ensnared them. As they made their way to the governor's palace, the team faced increasingly vicious attacks from the alien horrors. The city's oppressive silence was shattered by distant skittering sounds and the constant threat of ambush. The squad's nerves were on edge, but Jesse's resolve remained unshaken. He was determined to uncover the truth behind the vanished fleet and any survivors. The depths of despair. Upon reaching the governor's palace, Jesse and his squad encountered a new level of horror. The building was in ruins, overrun by the same monstrous entities that had attacked them earlier. The squad had to navigate through the building's twisted corridors, facing relentless attacks from the grotesque creatures. Inside, they discovered disturbing evidence of the alien horror's activities, strange biological growths and remnants of what appeared to be advanced technology repurposed for horrific uses. The realization dawned on Jesse that the creatures had not only destroyed the Council's fleet, but also taken over the city with a malevolent intelligence. The hidden threat. Jesse's investigation led to the discovery of a central hive, a massive, pulsating structure at the heart of the city. The hive seemed to be the source of the creature's power and control. The Marines fought their way through the hive's defenses, facing increasingly powerful and dangerous creatures. As they advanced, Jesse uncovered evidence suggesting that the hive was a living entity, using the stolen technology to enhance its capabilities. The Council's lost fleet had been overwhelmed by this hive, and the threat it posed was far greater than initially anticipated. The final confrontation. With the hive's location identified, Jesse and his team launched a final assault. The battle was intense and brutal, pushing the limits of their endurance. The hive's core was heavily fortified, and the squad faced fierce resistance from the alien horrors. In a climactic confrontation, Jesse and his team managed to destroy the hive, but not without significant losses. The surviving Marines were exhausted but triumphant. The Dauntless, having suffered extensive damage, was prepared for the return journey. Jesse, reflecting on the mission's heavy toll, knew that their actions had prevented a galaxy-wide disaster. The crew of the Dauntless had faced unimaginable horrors and emerged victorious, demonstrating the resilience and ingenuity of humanity in the face of overwhelming odds.